This guy's so embarrassed of his own wardrobe that sometimes he hides from his clients. So I'm talking to this guy yesterday, a successful guy, professional guy. He's in the client services business, but he's so embarrassed of his own wardrobe. He didn't want to tell me where he gets his clothes. Turns out he gets a lot of them at Costco. I had to pull that out of him. And he also hides from his own clients. Sometimes a client will walk in unexpectedly without an appointment, and this guy will be very shook. He literally goes and hides because he doesn't feel like he has the right outfit to represent himself. And it's not the first time I have this conversation, and it really just blows my mind, because think of the psychology there. You're hiding because you're afraid this client's going to see you and have a different perspective of you. He's going to think you're sloppy or not professional or not prepared. But the real problem is the reason you're hiding is because you feel this way about yourself. And that's the more important piece of the psychology of fashion. Sure, it certainly affects how people see you and think about you and their expectations of you. But even more importantly, this is true of yourself. It affects you internally, how you feel about yourself, how prepared you feel. It reminds me of the old saying, if you're going to run from your work, you might as well hide from the money. This guy's literally hiding from his clients, which is such a bad psychological place to be. Imagine having a family that relies on you, having to provide for them, waking up and going to your job and having all this unease and just feeling unprepared. This kind of negative energy or even shameful energy can permeate every part of your life and affect your mind more than you think, which ultimately affects your work and your relationships with your clients, etc. So I often say that clothing and dressing well can help you feel prepared, and this can propel you forward. But the opposite is true as well. If you're feeling bad about the way you look and you have some shame involved there, then it's really going to hold you back in the same way. The point of this video is one of my favorite sayings, to have no shame in your game. Shame is a really bad feeling, and it can grow, and it can really impact your mind state and everything you're doing. So if you're feeling any kind of shame, or you're hiding, or you're not going places, and you're keeping your life small because you don't feel prepared that you don't have the right clothing, this is the first sign to update your wardrobe, because this is really holding you back and keeping your life small, and keeping your mind small. Because when you get your shit together and you feel confident in the way you're putting yourself forward, it's really an unlock of your potential. Allows you to believe in yourself and others to believe in you. And this is a compound effect that stacks up and guides you right towards your goals. My 2 cents for today. Peace, y'all.